Alright, I'm going to be reading from Romans 8, and I'm going to start at 6 through 9. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. The Messiah gives us life through his death and resurrection, and peace we will get when the new covenant starts after the millennial reign. That's the covenant of peace. 7, because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, nor indeed can be. So then, those who are in the flesh cannot please God. But you are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if indeed the Spirit of God dwells in you. Now, if anyone does not have the Spirit of Yeshua, he is not his. He does not belong to God. If you don't have his Spirit, the Holy Spirit, which he gives to you, let's find out how you get that. Go to John 14:15. If you love me, keep my commandments, and I will pray the Father, and he will give you another helper, the Holy Spirit, that he may abide with you forever, the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it neither sees him nor knows him. You don't know him if you don't keep his commandments. That's how you know him. You do what he loves, and you figure that out once you are in covenant and do what he requires for his covenants. But you know him, for he dwells with you and will be in you. He will not leave you orphans. I will come to you. The helper will come to you. If you keep his commandments, if you love the Father, and if you love your brother and your sisters by telling them the truth and teaching them the truth. That's how we get the Holy Spirit. And if you don't do that, he's not dwelling in you. So then you have to have the spirit of error, because there's only two: the spirit of error and the spirit of truth, the Holy Spirit. So you might want to look into that if you're not in covenant. Covenant is, or the covenants of promise, which are still in effect, because we're not in a new covenant yet, the covenant of peace. That's not until after the millennial reign. There's the 10 commandments from Mount Horeb, and the rainbow covenant, which is eating clean and not touching the blood. Very simple. You've just been lied to your whole life, just as I was. And I didn't search it out for myself because I thought I had the truth, which I'm assuming is what everybody else thinks they have. They think they have everything they need. All they have to do is believe and call on his name. And it's going to be really sad. It's going to be lots of gnashing of teeth and lots of shame when you realize that you were wrong this whole time and you were deceived and you didn't look into it yourself. So I highly advise you search it out. Search the Father. Seek what he loves. Seek what he hates. So you know the difference, because it is important.